Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Egelhoff, the Man Entrepreneur magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Egelhoff's favorite son, Tom Egelhoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to kmmsam.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get back to Open for Business on News Radio AM 1450 KMMS Bozeman. Lines are open at 522-TALK. That's 522-8255. Here he is. He's big, he's bad, and he's open for business. Tom Egelhoff.
Hi, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. It is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. 71 degrees outside. It's Saturday, May 6, 2017. Glad to have you along with us. Want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week, I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? And you'll never miss another weekly podcast. You'll also find a link to my podcast on my 400-page website that 3,000 people a day visit at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. And today's topic, I want to talk about small-town entrepreneurship. Have you got what it takes? Well, I looked up entrepreneur in the Random House Dictionary, and I found the following definition: a person who organizes, manages, and assumes responsibility for a business or other enterprise. Another way of saying it is, the buck stops here. Entrepreneurs are the people who step up when weaker folks won't. It never ceases to amaze me how many college graduates leave 4 to 7 years of intense study perfectly content to let someone else call the shots in their lives. I want a good job with a good company. The very idea that there is such a thing is ridiculous. So learn from those who do what you want to do. Most entrepreneurs are people who worked for someone else, learned how it was done, and took the chance that they could do it as well or better than their previous employer. Today I want to cover some points that must be addressed from the entrepreneur standpoint if you want to be successful in business. First, do you have the resolve? If you're to succeed in business, you must have an overwhelming desire to succeed. Suppose we're swimming and I hold your head under the water. At first, you might think I was trying to make some business point. After a while, lack of oxygen might become a concern. You might try to raise your head out of the water, but I continue to hold you down with more force. Finally, with every ounce of strength available, you stand and force your head out of the water despite my efforts to hold you under. This is exactly the resolve it takes to succeed in business, in my opinion. People and circumstances are going to try to hold you down. Only your own self-preservation-like desire to save your business life will decide your fate. You'll succeed or fail mostly on your own resolve to be successful. Let's move on to people skills. You're going to be dealing with customers. Every business owner I know wants to take good care of the customer. Customers are the lifeblood of any business. But some business owners are not as considerate of their employees. Keep in mind that these employees are the first people your customers are going to come in contact with. Are your employees proud of what they do? Are they appreciated for the hard work they do every day? Do you compliment them twice as often as you reprimand them? I had an employer in my early years of selling that always said, you give an employee 2 warm fuzzies for every cold prickly. The more pride your employees have in what they do, the more professionalism they'll show to the customer. You can't run your business by yourself forever. Sooner or later, you're going to have an employee. Work on your people skills, and you'll not only keep good employees, but your business will attract better ones who are unhappy elsewhere. Now let's talk about some entrepreneur basics. As your business grows, there are some areas you need to keep track of to keep your business on an even keel. One is accounts receivable. This is the amount of money people owe you. This is also the money you need to replenish your inventory, pay your bills, and generate your profit. What if these aren't paid? You need to keep at least twice the amount of your receivables in reserve. Do what you do best. You can't be all things to all people. MySmallTownMarketing.com website is for businesses in small towns. Can other people use it? Sure. But they're a secondary market to me. All my efforts are directed at small town business owners. Don't take money out of the company too soon. After all the hard work of growing a business, there comes a time when you feel you would deserve a reward, a cruise, a new car, a new addition to the house. The company is finally making a little money, so why not? Try to resist doing this and continue to invest the profits back into the company. The wait will be worth it. Create an advisory board and meet with them often. These are a group of professionals in various fields who are qualified to advise you on the various aspects of your business. Accountants, advertising professionals, marketing consultants, preferred customers, and financial planners. Buy them lunch once a quarter. Keep them up to date on how your business is going. Present new ideas you have and get their feedback. The final decision will always be yours, but they can give you valuable perspective from their industry's point of view. Keep your business plan current. Most entrepreneurs create a business plan when starting their business. However, after the first year of following the plan, it goes in a file, is never heard from again. Your business is going to evolve over time and decisions are going to be required. If you don't have an up-to-date, long-range plan, then on what are you going to base your decisions? You can't run a business for long by making emotional, seat-of-your-pants decisions. Update and follow your plan. In my dictionary, failure comes before success. Now, if you get on the train headed for success, that train is going to pass through failure first. Failure is a very nice-looking place. It's tempting to stay there. There's always someone in failure to take the blame for you. No one in failure has to make any decisions. No one in failure takes any responsibility. Don't get off at that stop. Stay on the train until the end of the line. Success is not that far down the road, and it's well worth a few extra miles. And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll also find a link to my podcasts on my 400-page website that 3,000 people a day visit at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday, and let's build successful businesses together.